Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a ProBook 460 G11. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your fan, heatsink, GPU assembly. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure that it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip the computer over to access our bottom case screws. You have 5 screws on this bottom case that need to be taken up. These screws are referred to as captive screws, which means they stay in the bottom case. You can't actually get them out. So after you're done unscrewing those, you're going to take a small, flat pry tool, and it's generally best to start out back near one of the 2 hinges. You're going to get inside that seam, gently go across the back here, and then work your way down to the front on each side, prying apart that bottom case from the rest of the computer. Now, don't put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just stay on the edge, go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, guys, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your project, as well as any upgrade or replacement parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and that will be a list of the tools and supplies and replacement parts on this ProBook 460 G11. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. This is your battery right down here along the bottom of my screen. It plugs into the motherboard right here. So to get that plug out, it's got a nice tab on each side of that plug, so you don't have to pull on the wires and risk damaging them. You can use your fingernails or a pry tool on each one of those tabs and wiggle it out of that port on the motherboard. The battery is not screwed in if you're looking to take it out. It's held in by this blue tab. You press this blue tab down so it's nice and flush, and then the battery will slide to the left so you can get it out. This is your fan up here near the top of my screen. The heatsink comes from the vent down here over this heat spreader over your CPU. To get the fan up, you have these 3 screws, and it plugs into the motherboard right here. Now, these fan wires are very, very fragile. If you pull that wrong or too hard, it can easily just rip right out of that plug. So definitely just use your fingernails or a pry tool, wiggle that out of that port right there if you're getting your fan out. Now, I don't know why you guys are here, if you're replacing a bad fan or if you just want to clean some things out, maybe address some overheating issues. Once you get your fan up, you can blow it out, clean it out pretty well. As far as the heatsink, if you do need to take up your heatsink for any reason and you expose that thermal paste to air, you do need to then reapply the thermal paste. Once it's been exposed to air, it's not going to do its job very well. I will have a video tutorial link above, also below in the description, and that video will show you how to fix an overheating laptop. One of the things it will show you is how to clean out your fan, but also how to clean off all the old thermal paste from your heatsink and CPU. You don't want to put new paste on top of old paste. And then it will show you how to put the correct amount of new thermal paste down. If you put too little down, it obviously won't do its job. But if you put too much down, it could end up locking heat in rather than facilitating its transport out. So again, that video will be below and above if you need help with that. As another side note with this thermal paste, they're not all created equal. Generally speaking, the cheaper thermal pastes will work, but the more expensive thermal pastes will do a better job. So in that link below in the description I told you about with all of the parts and tools for this computer, I will have, in addition to a fan replacement, I will have a couple different options for thermal paste for you to choose from. And as a last thing to shout out in this video, right here guys, underneath your CPU, this is your RAM. RAM is a massive part of your computer's speed and performance ability. And this computer lends itself to some good RAM upgrades. If you want more information about that, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and you'll see more about your RAM. But that's the end of this video. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please feel free to. I will check those at least a couple times a day. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.